Hello, good evening. It's Mrs.Z. It is problem set. There are 5 questions there, so lots of work, guys. Okay, let's start. Problem 1. An office space in New York City measure 48 feet by 56 feet. If it sells for $565 per square foot, what is the total cost of the office space? So imagine if that is the space. I'm going to use the little rectangular model right there. So then you can see that this is office. So it's about 56 feet by 48 feet. So if we know what the area is, area of that we don't know. So we know that area is length times width, which would be the 56 feet times 48 feet. And then we will find what area is. Total area of this office space. Okay, but that is just a part 1 of the problem. So the part one is to get 56 times 48. And if we use a standard algorithm or partial product, we can do that also. 6 times 8 is 48. 8, remember, 4. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 4 is 44. We're done with ones, so we put the 0. 4 times 6 is 24. 4, I remember 2. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. So we got, add those, and that is 8, 8, 6, 2. So 1, 2, 3, that is 2,688 square feet. So the area of the tub is 2,688 square feet. That is a part 1 to find what is the area of that office space. 48 times 56 feet. Now the part 2 of the problem is to find if it sells for $565 per square foot. So this is a square feet. So each of these is cost $565. So what that means is that we needed to take that 2,688 and multiply by 565. Okay, so it's a 4-digit by 3-digit multiplication. If we take standard algorithm, I'm going to underline just to make sure this is going to be a big number. So if you estimate, just to think this is 2,000 times 6,000, it should be so out 600, sorry, 2,000, it will be about 100,000 or millions. We'll see. 8 times 5 is 40. Remember 4. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 4 is 44. Okay. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 4 is 34. Okay, and 2 times 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13. You can check. 8 times 5 is 40, so you remember 4. 8 times 5 again is 40, plus 4 is 44. 8 times 6 is 30, plus 4 is 34. And sorry, and then 2 times 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13. I think I confused myself there. Okay, we're done with ones. Now we put 0 there. 6 times 8 is 6 times 8 is 48. 8, I remember 4. 6 times 8 is 48. So 48 plus 4 is 52. 2, I remember 5. 6 times 6 is 36. Plus 5 is 41. 4, and now 2 times 6 is 12, plus 4 is 16. All right, so done with tens. Now 2 zeros, 1, 2 zeros. And again, if I needed to do 5 times this number, that is the first one here, okay? So you can use logic. If this is 5 times 2,688, is these digits. So it's same if I do 5 times, but of course you have to have these 2 zeros because you're moving from the ones and tens. Now you are in hundreds. So I can see that I can just say this is 0 and 4 and 4 and 3 and 1. Okay, I can prove you that that is correct because 5 times 8 is 40. 0, I remember 4. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 4 is 44. 4, I remember 4. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 4 is 34. 4, I remember 3. And 2 times 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13. And I got myself answer 8 plus 4 is 12. 2, I remember 1. So 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 4 is 8. 1 plus 4 and 6 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Number 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5, and 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. It's a million. Aha. So to get a New York office space, you need to really be rich. $1,518,720 you need to get office. So what is the total cost of the office? The total cost of the office space in New York. New York City is 1,518,720. Right, guys, that was just a problem 1. Now we are up to problem 2. Okay, let's see and what the problem 2 says. Okay, Gemma and Liam are both jewelry makers. Gemma made 106 beaded necklace. Leah made 39 more necklace than Gemma. Each necklace they make has exactly 104 beads on it. How many beads did both girls use? So if you look this, Gemma and Leah, they made necklaces. That's the thing that we do. So now we know that Gemma made 106 and Leah made it 39 more. So if I'm going to create the like tape diagram, I could put let's use this one here. So if I make the same two boxes, I want to save the space for calculation, so I'm going to make this one here. So this is Gamma G and this is Leah. So Gamma did 106, and if Leah did same 106, then she will be the same box, correct? Same units. But Leah did 39 more, so we're going to extend Leah box and have 39 more. So what that means is 106 plus 39 will give me how much? 39 does not have it, hundreds, so I add 0. 6 plus 9 is 15. Remember, made 110. That is 4. So Leah did 145 necklaces. So 145 is Leah and Gamma did 106. So now each necklace they make has exactly 100 feet, 4 beads on it. How many beads did both girls use all together while making their necklaces? So that each of these 106 plus 145 will be timed by 104. And together, how many beads did both girls use all together? So what means this? You can add how many necklaces they did. So if this is okay. Okay, so if that is Gemma did 106 and Leah did 145. Together they made 200. So this is, if you add 145, you need a regroup once. So 6 plus 5 is 11, make 1 10, that is 5. So together they made 251 necklace. 251 necklaces, but they said now each necklace is made of 104 beads. And then how many beads did both girls use all together while making their necklaces? So now we need to say, okay, so 251 times 104 equals B, total B for beads that they were using. We can do simple the partial product if you like. That's another strategy that you could use. If I needed to do, let's see, 251 times 104, I could do 251 times 100, and that is 251 and adding 2 zeros to it. So that's now it's only left 251 times 4. So I can, instead of doing all standard algorithm, I can just do that. So for 251, so I can do this 251 times 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20. Remember 2. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10. So now that is 4, 0, 0, 1. For 4 times 250 times 4 is 1004. So now you can add. So look, 100 plus 4 is 104. So times 251, you got your answer by adding these two together. So 40162 and 123 comma. So 26,104 beats they were using for both for all together while making their necklace. I'm hoping find how many bits did both girls use. I could say they used, I don't have enough room. They use 26,104 beads. Okay. All together. All together. Okay, I found the room and now I have answer A on the question number 2. Okay, next, what it says. B. At recent craft fair, Gamma sold each of her necklace for $14, and Leah sold each of her necklace for $10 more. $10 more. Who made more money at the craft? So it's the same thing. If the Gamma sold of each her necklace for $14, and Leah sold her necklace for 10 more. So Gamma did, if we show expression, Gamma did 106 necklaces and times $14. Okay, and then that's the expression for Gamma equals Gamma. Okay, and then Leah did 100. Leah did 145 times 14, then plus 10 more. So 14 plus 10 is really $24. So that is equal to Leah. So Leah sell her for 145 times 24 and 106 times. Okay, you can see right there that the Gamma Leah made more money because she made her necklace for 10 more each necklace. So who made more money at the craft? How much more? So that's the think. So 106 times 14. 4 times 6 is 24. 2. 0 times 4 is 0 plus 2 is 2. 1 times 4 is 4. And then I'm done with ones. Put the 0. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. And that is all together is 4841. And that is 1, 2, 3, comma, $1,484 is gamma. And then Leah did 145 beads on the 45 necklaces, and Leah sold each for her necklace for $10 more than gamma. So times 24. Okay, 4 times 5 is 20. Remember 2. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18. Remember 1. What is that? 1 times 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, I'm done with ones. So now 2 times 5 is 10. 0. I remember 1. Okay, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and 2 times 1 is 2. Add together. 0, 8, 5, and 9 is 14, made 1,000. So Leah did $3,480. Okay, and that is Leah. So now, who made more money? Leah made more money, but also how much more? So if this is Leah, that's greater number, and gamma is smaller, we need to subtract in order to get correct answer. So 3,480 minus 1,484. Subtract. I'm going to use, let's make easier, right? 0 minus 4 doesn't work, so I have to regroup. So 7, that one makes 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 7 minus 8 doesn't work. I have to regroup the tens. 7 plus 10, it will make me 17. So 17 minus 8 is 9, because 9 plus 8 is 17. 3 minus 4 doesn't work. I have to regroup the thousands. So 3 plus 10 is 13. So 13 minus 4, it's 9, because 9 plus 4 is 13. And then, comma, 2,000 minus 1,000 is 1,000. So this is more. Okay, how much Leah did more than gamma. So right now we have to write answers. Who made more money at the craft fair? Okay, Leah. So we can form answer as a statement. Leah sold. Leah made, made $1,996 more than gamma at the craft fair. Okay, so B is done. Oh, we just did 2 problems, guys. Where is that? Now we need a problem 3, and then problem 4, 5, and 6. All right. Okay, shall I do in one or break it apart? I know. I don't know. If you have a patient, I'll do that all in one setting. So problem 3. Pam bought 26 treadmills for her new fitness center at $1,334 each. So 26 treadmills, and each treadmill costs $1,334 each. Then she bought 19 stationary bikes for $749 each. How much did she spend on her new equipment? How much money did she spend on her new equipment? Write expression, then solve. So first, she did 20 treadmills. So 26 treadmills times $1,334 each, and that is that's the first part. Plus, she did 19 stationary bikes for each $749, and that is expression. But now that is how much money did she spend on equipment? This is equals for M for the money for equipment. So we need to multiply 1,334 times 26. Okay, so let's do it. All right. 6 times 4 is 24. 4, I remember 2. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2 is 20. Remember 2. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2 is 20. Remember 2 again. 1 times 6 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So 6 times this number is 8,004. Now I'm done with ones. I'm doing 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. And 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, I like change the color, so now I can add all this together. Okay, 4, 8, 6, 4, remember 1,000, 10,000. So that is 1, 2, 3, comma, $34,684 just for this 26 times $1,334. So that means I'm going to do 19 times 749 on this side. So then the answer is going to be here in the middle. So 749 times 19. That's 9 times 9 is 81. 1, I remember 8. 4 times 9 is 36, plus 8 is 44. 4, I remember 4. 7 times 9 is 63, plus 4 is 67. And I did, what is 9 times 749? Now we're done with ones, put the 0. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 7 is 7. And that is adding a 1, 3, I remember 1. So 7 and 1 is 8, plus 4 is 12, made 1002. So 7 plus 7 is 14. 1, 2, 3, comma. So $14,231 is this product right here. So now we put all this together. 34,684 plus 14,231 will equals for a total of the money. So let's do that. You already have this 1422, so I'm going to just add this number to that. So let's see if I add lines to help me write. Okay, I'm going to put comma right there, and then 684 and 34,000. I'm going to underline 1 plus 4 is 5, 8 plus 3 is 11, make 1. So 3 and 6 is 9, here is the comma, 8, $48,915. So $48,915 equals money that she spent on her equipment. And now we need to write answer. How much did she spend on her new equipment? She spent I don't know about that. Spend $48,915 on her new equipment. Okay, spent. I think this should be T, but I'm not because it's past. In English is not my forte, but that's okay. You figured it out. All right. So problem 4. Okay, guys. At Hudson Valley, farmer has 26 employees. 26 employees. He pays each employee $410 per week. After paying his workers for 1 week, the farmer has $162 left in his bank account. How much money did he have at first? So what happened here, he had 26 workers, and he paid each $410. Then he had $162 left. So that was equals to the total of the money that he had at first. Total at first. So first we can calculate 410 times 26, and then we can add 162. 6 times 0 is 0. Okay, 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Now we're done with ones, put the 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. You got add that. So 0, 6, 6, 10. 1, 2, 3, comma. So this here is 10,000. This product is 10,660 plus 162 equals T for total. Okay, now we have, oops, sorry if you didn't see this, but that's 10,660. Now add to 162 to it. All right. So 2, 12, remember 1. So 6 and 2 is 8, comma, 0, 1. 10,822 was how much money he had at first in his bank. So this was 10,822 equals T for total. All right, so now I'm going to make it smaller so I can rewrite answer. Okay, how much money did he have at first? So at first he had 10. Okay, I'm gonna $10,822. Okay, and that was problem 4. Okay. Next is 5 and 6. All right, almost there, almost there. Problem 5. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Can you see it? Yes. Problem 5. Francis is sewing border around two rectangular tablecloths that each measure 9 feet long by 6 feet wide. If it takes 3 minutes to sew 1 inch of border, how many minutes will it take her to complete her sewing project? How many minutes will take to complete project? Write expression and then solve. So if you think about this, I'm going to write 2 rectangular, like if this is 1, and then another one is also same, but it's talking about border. So border is perimeter. She's sewing around. So each is 9 feet by 6 feet. Okay, feet and feet. Okay, also 9 feet by 6 feet. So if we go to the perimeter around, this is 6, so is this. And this is 6, so is this. And then this is 9, so is this side. Both sides are the same. So perimeter would be so the perimeter would be going 9 plus 6 plus 9 plus 6, or twice 6 and twice 9 for just one tablecloth. But then she has two of them, so it's going to be also again 9 plus 6 plus 9 plus 6 feet. So practically you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 6 feet length, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 feet length. So if we go and say 9, let's see how we can make expression. So it would be 2 times now inside of parenthesis you have 2 times 9. Okay, so this would be brackets. Let's do these to be brackets, and then these could be parenthesis plus 2 times 6. Okay, so now we have expression for how to solve how many feet are there. So 2 times, open bracket, and you say 2 times 8, 2 times 9 is 18, plus 2 times 6 is 12, and then all together is 18 plus 12 is 30, so 2 times 30 equals 60 feet. 60 feet. So now the answer has to be in the minutes. And then each 1 inch. So if he takes 3 minutes to sew 1 inch of border, how many minutes will it take her to complete her sewing project? So this is 60 feet. It's not in inches. So what we need to do is part 2 is to have a 16 feet times 12 would be give us how many inches is that. So we can do 6 times 12 first, or 12 times 6. 2 times 6 is 12, remember 1, and 1 times 6 is 6, plus 1, 7. But then we needed to add this times 10 as well, because this is 60, not 6. So that going to be actually 720 feet, 700 inches, 720 inches. So now that is 720 inches, and each inch she's going to spend 3 minutes to sew. So now she will need to do 720 inches times 3, and that will give us how many minutes. It will be that 3 times 0 is 0, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 7 is 21, and this is how many minutes would take her. So complete right expression and solid complete sewing, it will be 2,160 minutes. Okay, so if so we can say how many minutes will take her to complete her sewing project. It will take 2,160 minutes to complete her project. And that is question 5. We only have one more question is 6, and that would be done. So problem 6. Each grade level at Hooperville School has 298 students. If there are 13 grade levels, how many students are at Hooperville School? So 298 students times 13 grade levels will be the total students, so S. Okay, so let's do that. So we can do partial product. If we do, I like to, this one is easy for me. 298 times 10 would be 298 and add a 0 to it. Now 298 times 3 would be 3 times. So if I do 298 times 3, 3 times 8 is 24. Remember 2. 3 times 9 is 27. Plus 2 is 29. Remember 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 2 is 8. So 894 is 3 times. And then when you add all that together, it will give you 7. Remember 1. That would be 18 and make 1,000. So 3,874 students are at Hoopville School. How many students attend? 3,874 students attend Hoopville schools. Okay, schools. School opposite schools. Okay, now when we do that, B, a nearby district, the Wellington, is much larger. So much larger is, it's a 12 times as many students as the Hoopville schools. So Hoopville schools was 3,874, and 12 times as many students means times 12, and will be the total of Wellington School, W. So again, we can do standard algorithm this time. 3,874 times 12. So let's do that. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 7 is 14. I remember 1. 2 times 8 is 16. Plus 1 is 17. I remember 1. 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. So 2 times this number is that. And then 0. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 8 is 8. And 1 times 3 is 3. So this is 8, 8, 14. Remember 1. And 8 and 8 is 16. Make 1. And then 1 times 1 and 3 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 46,488 students are in the Wellington School District. So how many students attend schools in Wellington? 46,488. Oops, I think you didn't see my working. I'm sorry. 46,488 students attend schools in Wellington. Okay, and if you didn't see the standard algorithm, I can repeat. I apologize for that. So this was a Hoopville schools, and 12 times is greater the Wellington. So 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 7 is 14, remember 1, 2 times 8 is 16, plus 1 is 17, remember 1, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. You done with ones, and now the tens. 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 8 is 8, 1 times 3 is 3. When you add them together, you get to total of the school. And this was problem 6 of the problem set, lesson 9. Okay, guys, hope that was a lot, but thank you for listening, and make smart choices. Bye bye.